You know, I feel like people have this idea of Superman in their head. Everyone has their own version of the character that that comes to mind for them when they think of the Man of Steel. But I would say there is quite an overlap specifically towards one man. And that is Christopher Reeves as Superman. Probably the worst Superman to ever be put on screen. Yeah, I'm saying it.
Yeah, I can't help you, buddy.
I'd rather see my GOAT, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, as Superman.
Mm.
I'm kidding. You can put the shotgun down.
What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the
Variety Splotch.
People watch our videos for a total of 10 seconds before clicking off. That's all they're ever gonna hear. They're never coming back.
No, give them the benefit of the doubt. They'll leave a hate comment.
Superman has simply never Superman harder before on screen until pretty recently. I don't think there has been a more iconic and more ideal image for Superman since Christopher Reeves.
Yeah, I danced around it, but genuinely, if you ask a lot of people what their ideal live-action Superman would look like, and so many people say Christopher Reeves, more than... I'd say more than, 60% say Christopher Reeves.
It's so intense that people don't... It's gotten to a point where there's Christopher Reeves stands will straight up say that Christopher Reeves doesn't look like Superman. Superman looks like Christopher Reeves. And some comics even base, their Superman design on Christopher Reeves' face.
I think I know what one you're talking about.
Yeah,
Have you seen that one where the guy tried to draw a kid Superman? But he just drew Christopher Reeve's face over a kid?
Yeah, I've seen it. Not the exact one I'm talking about, but I know that one. I'd rather not talk about it. We'll discuss that one on a whole separate episode. An episode dedicated to kid Christopher Reeves Superman.
Needless to say, genuinely one of the best looks the character has ever had, and it comes from multiple perspectives. One, the suit. Pristine. High quality. Genuinely a fantastic costume.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure speaking of quality, doesn't the suit still look pretty good today? It's still pretty well maintained.
I can look that up real quick.
I don't remember if it was auctioned or something, or people there was just a photo of it. But I remember seeing a photo of it pretty recent, how it looks pretty recently, and it still looks pretty good. It's been just there.
Yeah, it looks very good. The colors are a bit muted, but that's to be expected with time.
So it's quality. I'm sure if it were actually properly I'm sure it is maintained to a degree, but if it were owned, I'm sure it'd be in much better condition.
And just a few things to just off the bat say about the costume. The colors, immaculate. Getting a good balance of red and blue. A lot of heroes struggle with it. Spider-Man struggles with it. Batman struggles sometimes with it.
That's the thing, though, is that we were in an era of dark colors for so long. People were afraid to make superheroes vibrant and bold because I guess they were, I don't know, they were scared of it making it too kid-like or too campy. But if I see Superman, I want him to be very vibrant. I want the red to pop. I want the blue to pop in my face. Not so much that it's irritating. There's a degree, there's a threshold for it. Okay, you can't make it too bright, or else it becomes a problem to look at.
Yeah.
But
I feel like red especially is always sort of on a balancing act of being annoying, but also rich. This is a very very rich red.
It's very, very bright, almost cherry red. It's very, like, it's very nice.
And then
I
it's a
really
nice-
like this blue.
Yeah, that's a nice, very, deep, not deep, but oceanic blue there.
It's it's gonna be really hard for me to find gripes with this suit. I genuinely don't think I have any real gripes with the suit. So you're gonna have to really pry some out of me. If I really had to look at one, I don't know.
The only one, and this isn't a criticism, but this is more or less something I'd maybe just like to see. Maybe a different belt could have looked good. A more gold belt. Just to try it. I honestly don't know how it'd look. I really don't, but, it does look a bit plasticky.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably because it is. I think it looks different in some lighting, because some lighting it looks gold, and in this one shot where, like, the color is super contrasted, it looks a little more yellow than gold. I think it just really depends on the lighting, but I think it looks alright, even if it may look a little plasticky here and there. It's very smooth.
Yeah.
It's very shiny. So I think it works.
Also, this is more or less personal preference. It's up to the individual Superman fan, but I personally like a bit longer capes. This one's honestly a good length. I just, maybe an inch or two more would have looked nice. But those are all minor. These are minor complaints to a very already perfect suit.
Yeah, I mean, I think most of the time I prefer a longer cape as well, but I think that for this Superman, and what's also that one Superman that has like a shorter cape? I don't know if it was just for the animation or if it was also in the comic. Was it all ages Superman, or was it a different one?
Are you thinking about, is it a comic or is it that one animated show?
No, I think it was a comic that got made into a movie.
All-Star. It was All-Star.
Yeah, All-Star Superman.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a short cape.
Yeah, I think I like either way. I think I prefer a longer cape just because it's more billowy when he's hovering and shit and looks all majestic or whatever. But I think either way, I don't really mind the cape as long as it's not too short. I feel like a short cape is like when it doesn't go past the ass, I have a problem with it. But otherwise, I think it's okay.
Does the design hold up? Of course, absolutely. It's a timeless costume. We will never, quite frankly, even if you tried to come up with another classic-looking suit, nothing is gonna beat this for quite a while.
Obviously, you could modernize it a bit, and it still retain its classic look. Like you could maybe have the emblem be a little more like, not necessarily like 3D, but more of like a pad, more so than like printed. I don't know what they did. It's probably not printed on, but it's something. It's like it's like right on the fabric instead of being like something that's more protruding. Not, and I don't mean like like good old, what's his name? Fucking goddamn, what's the name of that? Why can't I remember? Nicolas Cage. Not like Nicolas Cage's suit where it's full on like popping out. I mean more like why am I forgetting every actor's name? Corn Sweat Superman, where it's like it's popping out, but it's not like popping out. Like it's more of like a pad on his chest.
Yeah.
And then the belt could obviously be modernized a bit more as well. But other than that, it completely holds up. It's probably the only suit that could look like this and still be fine today.
Yeah.
Is Superman's suit.
At some point in the future, we're gonna do a comparison of all the Superman suits, but for now, needless to say, this, it really, the fact that people still heavily debate on which Superman looks better, David Cornsweet or Christopher Reeves, it's just astounding that he still holds up even after so long.
We can talk about Corn Sweat when we get to him. I have words. Not bad words, but just a lot of words about Corn Sweat's suit.
Yeah. But for now, this is quite frankly one of the best Superman looks of all time. Not just live action, but, comic, animation. He is just one of the most Superman looking men that have ever existed. You know, the director or, the casting crew, whenever they hired him, were thanking God on their knees. They felt blessed that day that he walked into their studio.
I'm sure after he bulked up some, because I'm pretty sure I heard a story that
Oh, yeah,
he had,
yeah.
he had the face, but like he was really scrawny.
Yeah.
And I think that's another complaint. One of the only other complaints I hear about this is that he's not the most bulky Superman ever.
Yeah.
Let's not pretend for a second that he's not.
Yeah, no, he still has muscle. He has more muscle than a lot of people have muscle.
Let's not pretend here, okay? He may not be like Henry Cavill muscle bulging, but like that's a fit man right there.
Yeah, listen, you. I'm pointing at you. Muscle is hard to get. Muscle is very hard to get in a short time frame as well.
Yeah, he didn't have nearly as much. He didn't have like 6 years to train for this.
I think he had months. He had a couple short months.
Yeah, he didn't have the time to get as big. He's good. I like his physique a lot. I don't think Superman always has to be busting bulging out of his suit.
There's nothing I can say, man. I jested at the beginning, but this is a 10 out of 10 suit. It's always been a 10 out of 10 suit, and it will never not be a 10 out of 10 suit.
A 10. Take it or leave it.